Hey, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. I'm actually Minister Antonio, and I am here tonight doing something very different. So I'm giving you a couple of minutes to come on in here tonight. Tonight, what we're going to be doing is some training. Typically, when it comes to presenting or being a presenter and trying to make sure that we're standing out from the crowd, there's some little subtle things we could do to make our presentation, our information for our students really pop out. And today, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how do we make the information that we are providing for our students really pop, so they are like excited to see and come in, and they're not just sitting watching the screen. Because we've been pushed into this environment where we are now providing information not only in person, but most of the information we're going to be giving is going to be online through this virtual platform where we're doing things like live streaming. Another platform we might use a lot is a platform like Zoom. Or you may be someone who is thinking about doing some live streaming where you can actually um, put out your content, your information to the world so people can hear what you have to say and how you can impact their lives. So I'm just going to wait a couple of seconds here before we get started. I am going to be demonstrating some ideas, some concepts today that I believe. Matter of fact, one concept, one tool I'm going to demonstrate today. And man, demonstration. This is something I have not done. So if you're coming in, this is going to be fun. It's going to be interesting and intriguing at the same time, because we're going to see how, how you practice things and you're like, all right, I got it. And then when you go to actually do it, sometimes things don't go right. But I believe and I pray that things are going to go just fine as we get into this. So what I'm going to do as people are coming in, go ahead and say hello in the chat if you're here. If you're here for the first time, again, this is Antonio, and our channel is called Taking the Next Step. And we're helping individuals, leaders in ministry and the marketplace take their message to the next level. So if you want to go ahead while we're getting started and getting set up, go ahead and say hello in the comment area so we can get started. I'm going to take a drink of water and get down to business. All right, I see that you're out there. Come on in and get yourself comfortable. Hey. Oh man, yeah, I just saw an email from you, Montgomery, Miss Montgomery. I just saw an email. It's an old email from you. As I was going through, I saw it and I said, oh yeah, I wonder how she's doing, how the kids are doing, how your ministry is going, how your mission is going right now. But today, hopefully stay tuned and lean in, because I'm going to demonstrate a tool that has allowed me to really separate myself. And it's going to be a three-part training here. Tonight is going to be night number one, where I'm just going to be showing one tool, and I'm going to show you how to use that one tool in probably the most, I guess it's become mainstream with us right now, and that's Zoom. So I'm going to show you how to actually use this one tool with Zoom. And I think you're going to love it. Just stay tight and hold in there. So thanks for being here. Hi there to you. And welcome back to the channel. Yes. All right, good. What? We've published 7 books. Oh man, that is amazing. I got to catch up with you. And public speaking for kids. Yes. Yeah, I got you the first time I saw it. That predictor text gets me every time, but public speaking for kids. So you're going to really love this. And for those of you looking at this, you're going to love it as well, especially if you are using Zoom for your students and you're using it could be Teams as well, any platform out there. I'm going to show you a tool that I use a lot, especially when I'm doing things as a solo, meaning that I don't have any help. I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where you're teaching and you want to bring in certain elements, but you wish you had a producer or an editor or somebody who could do that for you. So today I'm going to stretch myself and go right into it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to open up a couple of applications here. And then we're going to also talk through this as we go. So hold on to your seats. So I'm going to go over to I have two screens. Now, let me just go ahead and back up. There's something when you're doing visual presentations, as a visual presenter, I would suggest that you incorporate using two monitors. Using two monitors. That's going to make your life so much easier when it comes to presenting and being able to see where everything is. And especially if you want to demo something like I'm going to do today. And the reason I'm able to demo this today is purely because of having two monitors. That is a big help. So if you're able to do that, go ahead and do that. Now, here's some rules. So as a presenter, you got a couple of things that you're dealing with, especially if you're new to the virtual platform. You're dealing with two things. Those two things are inner game and the outer game. So the inner game is your approach to this visual presentation platform. You know, what do you feel? How do you feel about it? Are you nervous about it? Yes. Are you concerned about it? Yes. You know, those are all natural things to have happening. The goal is, are you willing to adapt? That's that inner game. Are you willing to adapt to what's going on in society and with culture right now? So I don't think this virtual platform is going away. We are starting to see people come back together live, but I think still your voice can travel so much further in the virtual space. So that's the inner game. The outer game is what you show people. You know, it's what you show people and it's how you show up. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about over the next, it's going to be a series of 3 trainings. The first training is a tool. And then the next 2 trainings is a system or software that you can use. Anybody. One is software that people can use, whether you're on a PC or a Mac computer. The third one is going to be for Mac only. So if you're a Mac user, you want to hang around for that one, because that's for somebody who's just really into Mac. Like myself, I'm into Mac, but I know a lot of people that I work with, a lot of people I communicate with, they are into PCs. So I want to be able to find something that is useful for both audiences. So we're going to go into that. The next thing you need to do when you're going to be getting into this virtual presentation space is you need to have a plan, right? You need to have a plan. And not only do you need to have a plan, you need to practice that plan. You need to practice how it's going to work out. You need to walk through it. I don't know if anybody's listening or viewing this today, whether today or in the future, if you've ever played a sport, sometimes when the coach gives you a new play, this is good. This is going to be a good one. The coach gives you a new play, and in that new play, instead of having you just run full speed in that play, they walk through. They call it a walkthrough, and they walk through the play step by step where everybody should be. Likewise, with your virtual presentations, you need to walk through the steps, where all the pieces going to be, where all the components, all the things you want to all the elements you want to have in your presentation. You want to walk through that process before you go live. So I walked through this process a couple of days ago. Doesn't mean that there won't be any hiccups. Man, I could tell you some stories just about today alone about hiccups. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And so let me go ahead and bring up the first thing that we need to know is that in order for you to really shine, you can't just, in my opinion, when you use just the platforms that are available for you, such, let's say if you just use Zoom, if you just are using Zoom by itself right out of the box, it's going to be okay. Your presentations are going to be okay. And over this training, I'm going to show you some ideas. These are just ideas that I think will help you just separate yourself from the crowd and have your students going, wow, being able to entertain them. So we're just going to touch the surface today. So bear with me. So it's an easy tool. These are easy tools. I don't want to use anything that's going to be complicated, anything that's going to, well, let me tell you this. The setup sometimes can be a little interesting, setting things up. But once you do it one time, and I'm going to show you, because I have a habit of telling people to use something, and I would never really show them how to use it. So someone challenged me to start demonstrating, or what they call demoing the services. And so I'm gonna do that today. Now, the good thing about that is that this service can be used, or this tool can be used, whether it's on Zoom and everything else. So it can actually help you with your productivity. So anything that's happening on your computer, it can even help you with things like controlling certain things around the house. It is a virtual, it's almost like having an assistant that you don't have to pay for. It's like having an assistant that you don't have to pay for. So that device is this, and I introduced it to a communication class a few years ago. That device is called a Stream Deck, a Stream Deck. And that Stream Deck, let me go ahead. I'm going to share, switch cameras and show you what the Stream Deck looks like. And then I'm going to show you what the software look like. And then thirdly, I'm going to show you how to set it up in Zoom so you can do push button presentations. Oh, the P's are working. Push button presentations. If you like that, give me a thumbs up, or yeah, go ahead or go for it. Whatever you want to do in the comment area. So here is, let me give you, if I can give you an overhead view. Here's a view of the Stream Deck. Now this Stream Deck, this one I have is a 15 key Stream Deck. The concept behind the Stream Deck rather, that it's programmable to functions you would normally have to do multiple keystrokes to make that function happen. The Stream Deck comes in 6, 15, and 32 keys. Now, me personally, I like the 15 key right now because it does what I want to do. And it has multiple pages. So although it looks like one screen right here now, the Stream Deck, hey, you say this real fast, right? The Stream Deck has multiple pages in it. So you can have certain things, and we're going to walk right through it. So I'm not going to leave you alone. I'm actually going to walk you through how to make this device control everything that's on your computer and more. Let me see what we got here. Push button presentations. Yep, that's it. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna actually get into that. Push button presentations. And so let me do this. Here we go. Roll up your sleeves, pull up your Kool-Aid. Let's get ready. I'm gonna open up some applications and show you exactly how you can use this thing called a Stream Deck. So let me go ahead and open up. Okay. And now let me share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. This is interesting, you guys. You get to see what's behind the scenes when, we're doing a presentation and you're like, okay, what did they just do? I'm actually going to show you what we're doing right now. So in this, let me show you the screen here. So this is my second computer screen right here. And this is why having a second monitor is really good for you. Let me blow this up for you so you can see it a little bit different. When you have the Stream Deck software, remember that's this software right here. That's this little box right here. When you have this box, it comes with a software. When you get the box, it will show you where to download the software on your computer. And again, the beauty of it is that the software can be used whether it's a PC or a Mac computer. Y'all got that? Good. So when you finally get it, this is what your computer screen is going to look like right here. This is your computer screen here. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of empty boxes here. These empty boxes are programmable. So whatever you program on your screen here in the software shows up on that box. I'll give you an example. So if I program a keystroke in this box here on my computer, it will show up on this desktop. Y'all following me? Give me a got it if you're following me. Whatever shows up on your computer screen, which is this one right here, the big picture here, that's your computer screen. Whatever shows up on there, whatever you program in there will automatically show up in the device here down at the bottom, this device here on the screen. But let me do it this way. It will actually show up on, let me see, this device. it will show up on that device. So, but I want you to see this big time right here. So what I'm also going to do is show you how to actually use this device, use this software to work with Zoom. Would you be interested in seeing how you can program that box to be able to push one button to control multiple functions that we typically use in Zoom? So this will, for those who would like to have, man, I wish I had somebody here to assist me with what I want to have come up next on the screen. Now you can do it yourself and push one button and make multiple actions happen. Man, this is good. This is going to be good stuff. So let me go ahead and get into it. So what I'm getting ready to do right now, I have on the screen here this software. Let me minimize it just a little bit. I'm not going to take it away from it. I'm just going to minimize it a little bit because I'm going to open up Zoom. And when I open up Zoom, I'm going to have them side by side. And I'm going to show you how I program this to work. So now let me find my Zoom. See what I did? I actually had, let me show you guys. Let me tell you guys something. This is crazy. I actually had this already programmed. I wiped it clean. I wiped it clean so I can show you guys how easy it is to set it up. So I had a lot of things set up on this thing. It was full of buttons and things that I can work with, things that I can use. But because of you and because I care for you guys out here in the internet world trying to be better presenters in the virtual space, I went on and deleted everything. Can y'all believe that? Y'all should say, hey, thanks for deleting everything. So let me go ahead. I'm going to bring up Zoom now. And this is real time. Let me make sure it comes up on the screen and I'll bring it over for you. Let me start a new meeting. All right, let me move everything over here. Then let me go back. I'm going to go back and share my screen again so you can see that I'm doing a new meeting with Zoom. Let me add my screen share. Let me do this. Okay. All right, so here's my screen. And it has, as you can see, me and my wife, Karen, on the screen. That's our default. When we get on there, we want to have our screen. We don't want the camera to come straight on when we come on. But as you notice at the bottom of your Zoom window here, you got all these controls here. And typically what happens is there's a couple of things that happens when you are doing a Zoom call. The first thing is that you want your camera to be on or off. You want to be able to control that with a click of the button. And I'm going to show you how by using this software, you can program it to change what people see and when they don't see it by the click of a button. So let me go ahead. This is going to look kind of wild. Let me see if I can show you that I'm actually here. I'm actually here on Zoom. And this is live. This is not recorded. This is me right here on Zoom, but I'm also on the live stream with you. And if you don't believe that, let me bring myself back into the Zoom, into this live stream so you can see that it's going to look kind of weird probably. Let me see if I can bring myself back in. Boom. So here I am. I'm live streaming with you, but I'm also on Zoom at the same time. Y'all follow me? Good, good, good. All right, so I'll do it this way. Nope. I'm just going to do this because it can get confusing. All right, here we go. Let's dive into this. So the first thing I want, me personally, the first thing I want to control is my camera coming on and off. I want to be in control by the push of a button, whether or not you see me or don't see me in the Zoom call. Hope y'all taking notes. I want to be able to control whether or not the people that's on the other side of the screen can see me when I want them to see me by the click of a button. So here's what we're going to do. The first thing I need to find out is what is the hotkey or the keystrokes that is with Zoom that will allow that to happen for me. So most softwares will have some type of, they call them hotkeys. And what a hotkey is a combination of keystrokes that would make a function happen. It's a combination of keystrokes on your keyboard that will make a function happen. Our goal here tonight is to show you how to take those multiple key functions and make it a push button situation. Here we go. So where do we find Zoom's keystroke? So if you look at the Zoom window only, I'm going to see if I can go into, let's see, I'm going to go into, where do I want to go? I want to go into my settings. Hold on. Yeah, I'll start with video settings. Let me bring this over here. So you see we have something new on the screen. These are my settings. Under settings, you will find there's a word here. It's like the second up from the bottom. Let me talk into the mic here. It's the second up from the bottom. And if you notice that, if you open up Zoom yourself, you'll see it says keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts. So these are keystrokes combinations that you could use to make a function happen. So let's go ahead and open this up. Matter of fact, if you want to go ahead and open up your Zoom right now to find this, let's do it. You know, let me know in the comments if you want me to pause and wait for you. So you can open up your Zoom so you can see exactly where I'm getting these keystrokes from. Let me see if you want me to pause. If not, I'll just keep on going. I know there's a little bit of latency in the comments, but I just want to be fair so you see that what I'm showing you, you can do this yourself. You can do this and you can have the power of the Stream Deck making all this work for you. It's all in the setup. Once you have this set up, you set it and forget it. You come back to your Zoom call and you can just start now from this point going forward, just hit a button to control all of these things. And I'm going to show you some cool things you can do. So let me go ahead and open this button here where it says keystrokes. So when I open keystrokes, let me blow this up so y'all can see it a little bit better. Let me move it here. And I'm going to see if I can expand it. It won't let me expand. Let me do this. I just want you to see where I'm getting this stuff from. Let me stop screen share. Let me screen share again. And I'm gonna screen share that particular window if I can. Let me do window. Can I do that one window by itself? It's not gonna let me do just that one window. All right, let me do this. Let me go back to where I was. Okay. I'm trying to help you guys and I'm moving myself all around. All right, so let me go back here. Chrome tab, window, and I'm gonna go here, Stream Deck, share. So that's there. That's the Stream Deck. So you can see fully what's on the Stream Deck right there. But I want you to also see what's on the Zoom window as well. So let me stop again. Let me present. Here we go. Screen number 2, share. All right, so here we're back to where we were before. What I got a comment here. Let me make sure I don't get past anybody. So let me make sure I stay back. Keep going. Keep going. Keep driving. Okay, good. I'm gonna keep driving. Okay, good. Thanks. I'm glad I stopped because I don't want to get beyond somebody. So as you can see here, it's showing you in the main screen here all of the various keystrokes that you can make to control a function in Zoom. I'm going to take various keystrokes and program it into the Stream Deck. All right, so let's do that. All right, the first thing I want to do is control my camera. I want to be able to turn my camera on and off as I see fit. That's called stop. That's called start stop video. I think that's what it is. Start stop my video. So when they say that, they're not talking about the video that you would play. They're talking about your video stream, your video that you're putting out to people. So let me go back to start stop video. Start stop video. So as you can see, the commands for that, I have it highlighted, is it looks like it's the control button Command, and V. Control, Command, and V button. So let's see if that's right. All right, so let me move this out the way over here. So back over in Stream Deck, we're going to pull from this side over here. We're going to pull what they call, there's a word here that says hotkey. What that hotkey button does is it saves a space for you. So I'm going to take that button, and all you have to do is slide it over to a space where you want that button to be. So for me, if I'm looking at my Stream Deck, I want to know that that first button in that top left corner is my camera that I can control. I hope you follow me. That's my camera that I can control. Now, as we saw, the commands for that, let me stop video, is Shift Command V. Shift Command V. So let me do this. Let me bring this over here. Bring this down and bring this up so you can see this. You can really see this. It's Shift Command V. Shift Command V. Get that out the way. All right. Shift Command V. So in that box down here, I want to title it. It's going to be my video. Video. That's my video is what I'm calling it. And that, as you notice, when I typed it, my video showed up on the square there. And my video also showed up on the Stream Deck. I don't know if y'all could see that, but it also showed on the panel on the screen. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna catch you up. No worries. No worries. I'm gonna catch you up. So now where it says click to assign down here at the bottom, click to assign. I'm going to assign those keystrokes to that button. So that key button stroke again was Shift Command S. So I'm gonna highlight that button. And it says it's observing my keystroke. So it's Shift, make sure that's right, Shift, Command, and V. That's it. Shift, Command, V. And now that button is actually programmed to turn on and off my video. You don't believe me? Let me show you. All right, so let me clear some stuff out. I'm gonna close this back down. We can always come back to that. But I want you to be able to see this, how beautiful this is. I want you to be able to see this. So here's my Zoom window here. I've programmed that button to say that when I push that button, that's going to turn my computer screen on and off. In Zoom, it's going to turn my camera on and off. So my camera is on. Watch this now. I'm going to push the button. My camera screen went off. I'm going to push the button one time. My camera came back on. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. You're probably like, I don't believe you. Hold on. Let me give you another look. Let me give you another look. Let me go back to this screen. Let me bring up this screen right here. Let me see if I can bring this up. Bring this in. This is me. This is the overhead view. Here's the device. When I push that, my camera in Zoom is changing just by pushing that button. Okay, let me bring up another view. This is crazy. Let me bring up another view for you. You see, that's Zoom. Watch me push the button. Let me go back to Zoom, to my thing here. There we go. I'm in Zoom. And when I push the button, you see it change. All I'm doing is pushing the button. Tell me if that's saving time, you trying to figure out and get to your computer, make sure your keyboard is right. Is that saving you time or what? I'm pushing a button and it's changing. Wow. Okay, you're not impressed with that. Let me show you something else. Let me show you how now. Another thing that you may want to do in your Zoom screen is you might want to mute everybody. You're trying to give a presentation. At one point, you had all the microphones on, but now you need to turn the microphones off for everybody at the click of a button. So let me see, make sure I don't miss anything. That's so cool. That is cool. That is cool. So let me go here. So here we are. I'm showing you the Screen Deck. and I'm showing you the software at the same time, and you're seeing Zoom. All right, here we go. I want to make sure that everybody is muted at the same time with the click of a button. So again, I'm going to go back to my Stream Deck right here. Remember this? I need another hotkey. So I'm going to add that hotkey. Maybe I want it all the way here on the other side of the screen, so I'll know that if I go all the way over and hit the button just by touch, I can mute the whole class. Y'all don't understand how, man, oh my God. Okay, let me just keep going. So I need to find out now, what is the keystrokes I need to mute everybody at one time. So let me go back to Zoom. And let me find, let me go back to, I can go video setting, but I want to go to keyboard shortcuts. And here's my list. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a mute all participants. So I'll just scroll through, and you can do things like start a video. You can start it up. You can, man, it's just crazy. So let me find mute. See, I got mute my audio. So that's another thing. You can mute and unmute yourself at the click of a button, but I want to mute everybody. So let me find that real quick. Let me go down here. Like, this is live time, guys. This is live. This is not pre-recorded. This is me actually working on this live. So I'm looking through here. I'm trying to find mute all participants. Let me go up here and find it real quick, because y'all got to see this. Let me find mute all participants just by the click of a button. Oh, here it is. It says mute all. It says mute audio for everyone except the host. Y'all don't understand. You've been in the class and you trying to say something and people are talking and you want to mute everybody with one push of a button, but you want to be able to keep on talking. So here's the keystrokes for that. I had to remember that little hash, that little symbol right there is that's the shift button. I figured that out. That's the shift button, Command and M, meaning mute everyone except the host. So how do you do that? Let's go back to our Stream Deck. So on the Stream Deck, I need to bring over a hotkey. I'm gonna put that in the middle. Again, I'm programming this keyboard, this screen here, this Stream Deck right here, so it'll be easy for me to find where things are and keep my eyes on the audience at the same time. So people are looking at me going like, he's not even paying attention to where he's clicking, but I am paying attention. I know. I remember I said you got to have a plan. I pre-planned where things are going to be. So now mute all. That was I said that was shift, and I'm gonna call this mute all. So down here where it says title, mute all. And then the stroke that I need to program in is going to be Shift Command M. Shift Command N. So I'm hitting the Shift button. Is that right? Shift? Nope, that's not right. It's Control button. Let me go back. That's not the right button. It's the Control button. Yes, Control button, Command, and M. And I'm done. Now, you won't be able to see this because there's nobody else on Zoom, but now you notice that in the middle there, let me blow that up for you guys so you can really see this. Let me make sure I can blow this up. In the middle, right there, is my mute button. It's going to mute all, but it's not going to mute me. All right, that's not impressive either. Another thing I want to do is I want to see the chats. And instead of me trying to find my mouse, move it around and find out where the chat is, what if I program one button that would bring up the chat in the middle of the screen? Would that be cool? Let's see what happens. So let me just do this a little bit quicker. I'm going to bring in a hotkey from the software that you're going to get with the device. I'm going to bring that right here under mute all, and I'm going to call it chat. I want to view the chat. So I want the button to say what I want it to do. So now what are the keystrokes for chat? I want to bring up my chat. So this one I'm going to be able to show you real quick. It's going to pop up for you. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Let me go down to find chat. It's going to say something to do with view chat. Let me find that for you real quick. Again, this is real time, but I'm moving quick for you guys. Let me see. View chat, view chat, view chat. Come on, where is it? Let's see. Join the meeting, screen share. I know y'all got questions, so start putting the questions in the comments so I can see them. Let's see. Where's the chat thing? That's always good. Oh, here's one. Here's one. I'm gonna bring this one into. This is one where you can switch from gallery view to speaker view by the push of a button. Instead of trying to go up to the top of the screen and find out where how you can switch that. How about if you program a button and just do it right off the button? Okay. Show and hide in meeting chat. There it is right there. Show and hide in meeting chat right here. So I got my button where I wanted to be at. I called it chat, and the commands for that is, let's see, it's called Command. I'm sorry, that's Shift Command H. Shift Command. No, that's hiding it. I don't want to hide it. It's show or hide. Show or hide chat. So it's Shift Command H. So down here at the bottom here, I'm going to put Shift Command H. All right. Now that is programmed. Shift Command H is programmed in. So now you need to see what that looks like. So let me show you this. Let me go back to just the Zoom button. Let me just show you Zoom. Let me bring that side by side so you can see this happening in real time. So here's my Zoom here on the screen. Y'all see that? Let me make Zoom that bigger for you. Let's see if I can make that bigger for you. All right. You see my Zoom. But now I want to see what's happening in the chat. All I got to do now is push that one button. Go up every Zoom meeting I have going forward. If I want to see what's happening on the chats, there's my chat with the push of a button. If I want to hide my chat, boom, it's gone with the push of a button. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, there's so much you can do with this. You could show your participants. You can have your participants show up just like that in your Zoom meeting once you set it up. And when I say once you set it up, you set it and forget it. Well, there was like a cooking show or something like that, a device where they would say you set it and forget it. You push the button one time, there it is. You set it up one time, there it is. You can do things like changing again. You can change from what view was that? There's presenter view or gallery view by the click of a button. Man, here I am back in Zoom. Again, I'm in Zoom doing a Zoom call and people are in the chat. Hey, look, here's what's in the chat. Let me show you real quick. Boom, you bring it up. Isn't that incredible or what? Okay, let me keep on moving. And people are looking at you like, how are they moving so quickly through their presentation? Now, in the chat, here's something that I found out. I haven't done it yet. But you know how you want to reply to certain people in the chat? And wouldn't it be cool to have pre-programmed responses? So when you, this is crazy. You can have pre-programmed responses. So when people are saying things, responses or instructions. Let's say you want people to go into a breakout room and there are instructions that you want to give them. Or you giving them the instructions, but when they go out to their breakout rooms, they can't remember. Now you can actually hit one button and the text that you want them, the instructions that you want them to read will show up in their chat. Come on, somebody. I said, come on, somebody. I'm sounding like, what's my man, Della Toro? He said, come on, somebody. I got to stop that, but I'm giving him props. That's why I'm doing it. So I'm sounding like him. Let me take some water real quick. All right, I'm going over to the chat or the comments to see what y'all talking about, what y'all asking about over here. Let me go over here. Oh, ballpark. You want to, love this ballpark price. You know what? The device I got was probably, and they're on sale now because of the holiday season. So you know what I did for you? I put links in the description of the meeting here. So if you go into the description box of the show here, I have all three keys, or all three devices are listed. Pick the one you want. I mean, they range from, like, the one I got was like $100, maybe a little bit more than $100. But that's all I needed, because you could, like I say, that, like, you're looking at one screen here, but if I, where did my stuff go? I'm missing some stuff here on my screen, but there is multiple screens you could see. I hit a button on something, but anyway, yeah, this button right here, I wanted to show you this. This device has multiple screens. So although I could get a 32 key, so that would mean 32 keys are in one view. I can do that. However, for me, for right now, will I ever go up? Yeah, probably so. As I continue to do more and more of these Zoom calls, these presentations, I would definitely go up more. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna stop the Zoom. So you're gonna see me in my Zoom call, and every time, and then you can, oh my God, you can name these different programs. So when I'm in Zoom, I can call this setup my Zoom setup. So I have different profiles. So when I want to use my Zoom profile, I have a profile set up for Zoom. When I go into Teams, you can set up a Teams profile. So when you open up Teams, they have hotkeys too. You have one button pushing applications for Teams, and there's so many. You can start you can set this up to open up program, even if you didn't use it for your virtual training. You could use it to open up programs on your computers. Every program has hotkeys, and if you can set up almost anything on this device. So let me know if you see it. I put them in the link. Let me know if you find it there. Those are my personal affiliate links, because I do free training. And so these affiliate links help me continue to do free training. And so what I was looking out there a couple of days ago, and there's some holiday sales going on right now. So I might have paid a little bit more when I got, because I've had this probably for at least a year now, because I've been using it for at least, it's been about a year. So now they're a little bit cheaper. You know how technology is. So I'm going to stop my Zoom, and I'll wait for other questions. Is that cool or what? Okay. And I'm going to close my Zoom, my Stream Deck application. Any questions about it? Anything else did you want to see anything? Any other questions? I just want to make sure you had that. And let me move this around a little bit. Let me move that. Let me bring myself back to the thing here. Boom. All right. That was wild crazy. That was wild crazy, because I can tell y'all now, man, my daggone Ethernet internet was out. I did all of this on Wi-Fi. This is not cool. When you live streaming, me personally, when you live streaming and doing something on the internet, you want to plug in. That's just my preference, because you want to make sure you have the best streaming capabilities or signal as possible. For some reason, it was just not connecting. So I am so glad that we were able to get through this training. And here's the thing, more training is coming. That was a device, that's a tool. The next training is going to talk about a software that is web-based that you can actually live stream with. As a matter of fact, I'm using it right now. It says, oh, okay, I got a question. Can you repeat how Stream Decks connect to Zoom or other platform? Is it just the software? So yeah, it's when you get the box, you're going to get the software that I was showing you on the computer. But what it does, it interfaces with your computer. It's a USB interface. I just plug it in. As a matter of fact, that was a good question. How can I get back to that camera? You plug it into, here it is. So this is a USB cord. And I just plug this right into your computer. If y'all know me, I have a Mac, but it can be used on a PC or a Mac. When it goes into your computer, when you plug it up to your computer, all you're doing is downloading that software that I showed you. I think I still have that up. Let me see if I can bring that up. You're downloading this software. This software interfaces with your computer by accepting the what was the codes, the hot codes or the keystrokes. It accepts the keystrokes on your computer, and it will automatically do the functions of that keystroke. I hope that helps. So yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of computer you have, as long as you have a USB port, you plug it into your USB port, you download the software. When you get the box, it shows you where to download the software. Now, here's the thing: if you have any questions about how to use something, I am here for you guys. So if you need that, just let me know, and you can directly contact me, email me, things of that nature, and we'll make it happen. So hey, if you haven't been connected to this channel, please do so. If you haven't joined our email list, you might want to do that as well. Sorry for the shaking here. I got the camera on the desk and I'm standing. I won't do that again. I'm gonna have a different setup. But yeah, what other questions do you have out there? Thanks for that question about how it connects to Zoom and other platforms. It's really connecting to your computer keystrokes. So your computer, whatever software is on your computer, that software. So if I came into Teams, Teams has in its own app, in its own community, certain keystrokes to open up windows, to close things, to change. Each program has their own, language in a sense, and they have what we call hotkeys or keyboard strokes. So even on your computer right now, if you wanted to shut down your computer, if you just look at file, or you will see that when you look at, there's all these combinations of keystrokes on any software. And so this box will recognize the keystrokes and then do the assignment that you called it to do, that you asked it to do. Man, it is powerful. That's how I've been navigating. Like when I'm trying to do something like we just did, you really need two people to do what I just did. If I didn't have that box, it would be easier if it had two people. But because I have this box, it was able to do it as if I had multiple people working. And yes, you can change camera angles. Like you can set the switch cameras for you. If you have different cameras set up, you can have it. Some people have it. I've seen when people program their lights where they can hit a button and the lights come on. It's just amazing. It's amazing. Man, I hope this has been fun for you guys. Share this video, like this video. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the video. For those of you seeing this recorded, I hope this has been a blessing to you as well. And yeah, like it as well and share it with somebody. So Ms. Montgomery, let me know. Oh, how much? Oh, this is good. How much prep time before a meeting? That's a good question. And it depends on how many reps you get. You know what I mean by that? So when you first do it, you're going to need more time to prep. You're going to need more time to prep. For example, when you first get it and you want to set up all your Zoom buttons and stuff like that, you want to do that a day where you don't have to do a Zoom call. You don't want to be doing this before the Zoom call. The thing about it is, once you set it up, when you shut down your computer, it remembers your setup. So you don't have to set this up every time. So if I bring up Zoom again, I shut down Zoom. If I bring Zoom back up, it's going to do those same functions because it's memorizing. It will memorize the information the way you programmed it. Hope that makes sense. So the more you do it, like today, I got here, I started running through stuff maybe an hour before. And I'm glad I did because I didn't have my room set up. So the more you have already preset, the better. My room was not set up. The lighting was not up here. And the lighting still is not right. I'm really not liking the lighting right now. And I think it has something to do with this camera. It's not good with lights. So then I found out that the internet, the Ethernet on my thing is not working for some reason, up or downstairs. So those are the kind of things you want to know beforehand. Another thing, make sure you're updating your software. So when you get ready to do a Zoom call, make sure you check for updates before you actually start your call. I've had that happen one time where I did not do an update and a function I was trying to do, this was years ago, a function I was trying to do wouldn't work. I was like, how come it won't work? It worked yesterday. Well, because I didn't do the update, it stopped working. Soon as I did the update, everything was fine. Everything was fine. So as you can see, Mr. Montgomery, let me know if you saw the links. If you saw the links, when you click on them, you'll see that there's different prices based on the key size that you want. I lean more to, look, you can start off wherever level you're comfortable with. The thing is, I know for me, this is not going anywhere. This virtual training thing. So I needed a little more space. I figured if I got the smaller one, the 6-key one, I showed you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, about 4. I showed you 4 strokes. So if I had the 6-key one, I would only have 2 more things to be able to program on one screen. You know what I'm saying? So at one screen, I can scroll through this and see different things. But the goal here is to be as efficient and seamless as possible. So when I'm doing it doesn't look like I'm fumbling around. So, trying to find something. So whatever works best for you, you can always upgrade later as you're, doing more live streaming and people are asking you to do more teaching and stuff like that. Like I know for you with the books that you have out now. Hey, go ahead. While you're here, go ahead and put your web address in the chat. Or your comment, in the comments, put your web address in there so people can find you. If you want people to find you, know what you're doing, where you at, go ahead and put that in so I can have that come up on the main screen. And I don't mind, people knowing where you are and sharing that. So that's if you want to. I'll wait a minute if you want to do that. Again, I'm Minister Antonio. I'm helping you take the next step in ministry and the marketplace. We're needed in both. So it's not just on the spiritual side. We're also needed in the marketplace. We need to be present in both. And so that's our mission here. I want to thank my wife, Karen, for helping out tonight, as always, with her comments and stuff like that. So this is good. Keep them. Okay. So I didn't see anything as far as a website or anything like that. So I know I paused a little bit because when you're Zooming or you're streaming, there's a what they call latency. So there's a delay in when I say something, and by the time you respond to something, there's a delay. So I get that. So that's why I was just waiting a minute to see if you wanted to put anything up. If not, just say we're good. And I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. I'll wait about another 30 seconds here. Let's see. All right. So this is good. So got some more stuff coming up. Thank you. Okay, cool. Got some more stuff coming up in the near future. So look out for your email, or if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get a notification. Hit that bell. That'll give you a notification when we go live. And so there's 2 more trainings on this that will be coming up. So I look forward to seeing you then. Again, this is Antonio. Minister Antonio. I'm trying to own that. This is new for me. I'm trying to own that's my role. Oh, added the link tree. I don't even know what that is. So you teaching me something now. A link tree. I had to talk to Karen about that. I said, what is a link tree? Added the link tree. Or added the link for 3? I don't know. All right. I think you're good. You know how to connect. You connect if you have any questions or anything like that. Just let me know. All right, guys. This is again, thanks for coming out, and look forward to stand by for the next training, which would be some software training that will help you do things like bring up, we're going to have you be able to do things like bring up comments like that, be able to, so people can get involved in the conversation as well, how you can bring guests into the live stream as well, and have a dialogue with guests. So I'm going to show you guys that on the next go round. Okay. You're going to email it to me. Okay. Got you. All right, cool. Appreciate that. And I had to bring up my Karen. She said, very informative. Man, that's a lot of pressure coming from the wife. She said, very informative. All right, cool. Hey, look, y'all take it easy, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.